understand why zombies go for the brains, because it's actually really nice.
Yeah, that's right. That's how good this one is.
From the get-go, you know you're in for a treat when the sticks don't look like the usual skewers. The comforts of a train with a fantastic view.
Bandung, the capital of West Java. Compared to the organized chaos in Jakarta, this was a welcome change. Dubbed the Paris of Java by the Dutch due to its European ambience and sophistication, many come to Bandung to pamper their taste buds. From modest street vendors to refined cuisines, you will surely find something that suits your palate. It is also nice to know that Bandung's climate is moderately cooler throughout the year than most cities in Indonesia. And speaking of the weather, you know how people living in colder climates always complain about eating a lot? Well, stepping out of the train and into this chilly weather is surely contributing to the grumbling in my stomach.
Surabi, the perfect comfort food. Now, it is known throughout Indonesia, but in Bandung, they are famed for their flavors and their varieties. So, let us get straight down to some serious ordering.
Surabi, a pancake made from rice flour with coconut milk or just shredded coconut as an emulsifier. Watching them prepare it is making my mouth water.
Surabi, baby.
Earlier when I ordered my surabi, I was absolutely adamant that I wanted to eat it there and then while it was still hot. But our guide here in Bandung, Lil Khalil, told us that we have to travel 25 to 30 minutes up this hill. I was kind of spoiled for choice and ordered quite a lot, and they don't exactly label it, so I have no idea what's in each of these ones. Alright, so what's inside mysterious box number 1? Whatever it is, Bandung has taken this amazing dish to a whole new level. And let's just cut this bad boy open.
Oh yeah, that's good.
The pastry,
It's made of rice flour.
it is just so delicate. And the sauce, a little sweetness, also quite creamy, and just a hint of spice to it to give that little bit of a kick. That's the original one done.
Surabi in Bandung has evolved from sweet to savory, from bananas and jackfruit to meat and sausages to chocolate syrup and sprinkles. This breakfast surabi has 3 of my favorite things in the whole wide world: pancake, eggs, and sausages. You just can't go wrong with that.
Here's the last one.
Grated coconut.
I'm choking up because I'm so happy. The texture of the surabi with this sweet sauce and the little bits of grated coconut is absolute perfection. The combination of Indonesia's favorite comfort food, unbelievable view, easily best in the world.
That was one of the most fulfilling snacks I've had in a while. It really knocked me out for the rest of the night. Now I knew that my expedition in Bandung was just beginning. First stop, the market.
Man, markets are so overrated. Unless they're floating. Yeah!
The Lembang Floating Market was originally the Situ Umar Lake, used solely for fishing. Over time, it has transformed into a floating market surrounded by animals and a large selection of Sundanese food.
I heard a lot about this dish called karidok, and not only is it nice to say, I heard it's very, very good. And also maybe, quite healthy too. Hello Ibu.
Yeah.
Minta karidok satu. That is literally one of the biggest pestle mortars I've ever seen in my life. That is a substantial dish. Okay, terima kasih.
Yeah.
Nothing is complete in Indonesia without brightly pink stained keropok. This is the famous karidok. Behind all this keropok, you can see some vegetables in there with a very sticky, rich peanut sauce. And the smell is intoxicating. Ooh, I'm not gonna waste any of this keropok. Wow. So I asked for chili against my will because she has some kind of, the Ibu has some kind of hypnotic powers. She said, chili? I was like, yeah. And then I didn't really want lontong in it, but she was like, no lontong. Yeah. It's hard to kind of break down this dish by its respective ingredients because everything's sort of just mashed together. So there's only one way to really eat it and just to put it in your mouth and chew. Oh, I'll tell you, Indonesian dishes are full of surprises. Just looking at how it was prepared, I thought this was going to be just so overwhelmingly rich. But strangely enough, the peanut sauce is really light. I know it doesn't make sense. Nothing here makes sense. It's a market that's floating. And the chili was just nice. She was kind enough to give me a small piece of chili, so it's not too spicy. Very crunchy, very fresh. But it's that sauce that brings it all together. And I think putting in the lontong was a brilliant idea. This ibu's the best. Is it best in the world? Of course it is.
I know, I have no manners, forgive me. Something's coming from here. Smells good, smells good, smells good. Wait, follow me. Been here forever. Oh. Don't look at me. So close. So beautiful, oh my God.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Oh, what are you doing?
I just take the banana leaf
For what?
for nasi timbel.
Oh, nasi timbel?
Alright, so I didn't get my beautiful Bandung wife, but hey, we all can't be winners. But my good friend Ruby assures me that there is a winner waiting for me in this little shop. It is called Nasi Timbel, and he tells me it is worthy to be called best in the world. Let's go.
From a humble cart 30 years ago, this place has grown into a sturdy eatery. It reminds me of a typical Malay restaurant back home. Even the variety of dishes brings to me a familiar sight, especially those packets wrapped with banana leaves.
Alright, so this is the famous Nasi Timbel, Ruby.
Yes.
You have taken me to probably the quietest spot in Bandung. At
Yes.
first I was a bit nervous because this was like a, I don't know, like a bomb bunker or something. But this is it, this is the dish.
Exactly. The more hidden it is, usually the better it becomes.
Okay, alright. So Nasi Timbel,
Yeah.
what is it all about?
So nasi timbel is basically what we call this thing.
Okay.
It's rice wrapped in banana leaves, and then they're steamed together. The reason of this is to let the flavor and the smell of the banana leaves gives into the
So it just
rice.
infuses into
Exactly,
the rice.
exactly.
Alright.
So adds more aroma. That one is the brown rice, if I'm not mistaken. This one is the white rice.
Yes, it is. Wow, that is seriously compact. Let's have a look at yours.
All right.
I'm curious.
There you go.
Okay, so it's just it's the normal white rice, but it's steamed in your banana leaf.
Exactly.
Let's do this. All right.
Are you're taking the spoon?
Yeah.
No. In Indonesia, the best way to enjoy is to use your fingers. It's the finger licking goodness.
Okay, I like that. Could I be more of a clueless tourist? I'm not really sure. That was a bit embarrassing. I'll just put this to the side. You never saw that. Well, we can cut it out in the edits. You can see how sticky that is. That is super thick and compact.
Nasi timbel is a very common food that we find, especially in West Java,
Okay.
the Sundanese culture. There's quite a few variations, but the main dishes usually have rice and salads, and then the sambal, and there's the chicken. But you can, some places will add fish, some places will add something.
So in the different regions, they have got different side dishes, just depending on the taste of the people. Right, excellent. Man, the grilled chicken is crazy succulent, and that sauce over it, that marinade, is super sweet. It's almost honey glazed. That is very, very nice. I know, I have no manners, forgive me. You clearly know your food, Ruby. Now, you also have a blog. What's the blog name?
It's called wonderbites.com. It covers travel stories, mostly about food.
Now, Ruby, what's in the future for Ruby now?
I think the next step for me is an F&B owner. So maybe the next time you come back, you'll be...
It's coming, Best in the World Season 5. We'll be going to Ruby's restaurant. I like it already. Well, Ruby, thank you so much for introducing me to Nasi Timbel. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. Very substantial and hearty dish. And fair to say, Nasi Timbel is, yeah, it's best in the world. Definitely best in the world. Pow.
Oi, roti Bengali. Oh, wait. Sorry, auntie. Sorry. Yes. I made it.
Tonton, why are you running?
Roti Bengali.
Masa tak naik Avenger dengan kita orang?
Wait.
We can taste it now.
Thank you very much. That is so good. It doesn't matter, you can eat this any time of the day. Man, look how easy that just breaks apart. Beautiful. Come, give me a hug, man. Give me a hug.
Word has it that our local Roti Bengali has a cousin not too far away in Indonesia. And so, the search continues.
Yo, where's this place lah? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Something's coming from here. It smells good. Wait, follow me. No. Hello. Yes. And for a moment there you didn't trust me and you were worried. Look what I found. Roti Gempol. Sometimes you only have to trust your nose to find some epic food, and nothing beats the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning to build up a good appetite. And this place is the perfect place for a very substantial breakfast. This is probably one of the most iconic places in Bandung for breakfast. It's called Roti Gempol. Their bread is so good that every coffee shop in Bandung orders their bread from this place. That is how good it is. Now I've ordered 3 types. I've got the manis, sweet one, the asin, the salty one, and the complete. Pow! I'll tell you more about it as we get into it. So this is the sweet one. What makes it so sweet? That is what makes it so sweet. Peanut butter, chocolate sprinkles, and condensed milk. It's like they found the 3 sweetest things in the world. You know what? Let's just put it all into one little sandwich. Toasted on the outside with a nice crust, a little bit of butter. Give that slight saltiness. But the sweet is overpowering, but in a good way. Don't try to talk after eating this one, because the combination of the peanut butter, condensed milk, and the chocolate sprinkles is gonna glue your teeth together. That is 1 out of 3. Let's move on to the salty one. The savory one, rather. Yeah! A full egg and some cheese. As always, it is grilled perfectly. That is really good. There's a sauce in this. I ordered the egg and cheese, and that is what I thought I was getting. That is all. But they have kind of wiped down, or rather spread some special sauce, some secret sauce on this. Let me show you, okay? It's like, see if you look at that. What are those red dots? You don't see red dots in mayonnaise. They've clearly seasoned the mayonnaise as well. Love it, absolutely love it. That's a savory done. This one's the complete. This is the big daddy. What makes it different from the other savory one? Well, you've got your cheese, you've got your egg, but you got a piece of ham in there. Not exactly a dish for the health conscious, but when it tastes this good, who cares about your health? It's amazing what the difference a small piece of meat does for this dish. Suddenly you got just an explosion of saltiness that isn't like overbearing. It just takes that dish to a whole new level. So make your choice. It doesn't matter what you're into. Is it the sweet, the savory, or you want to go all out and have the complete roti bakar? There is a flavor for you here at Roti Gempol. It's fair to say, Roti Gempol equals best in the world. But hey, you know what? You only live once. Oh my god, I can't believe I YOLO'd. How did they do this? This is pretty impressive. Look at that. They look really weird up front. Behold this beautiful scenery. But this is not just any touristic spot. This place is filled with legend, folklore of love and deceit between a mother and a son. This place here is called the Tangkuban Perahu, and it's the perfect spot to enjoy some roadside snacks.
I was just moments away from tasting my next dish, and then it started raining. But that wasn't going to stop me from taking full advantage of this glorious view.
Alright, so I'm gonna dig into my cheering that I bought earlier. Now, cheering is actually just a short form because Indonesians like to short form everything they can. This is, the full name is aci di goreng. It's this lightly deep fried sort of tapioca thingy-mabob. It looks quite delicate, it looks quite nice. Now there is a slight problem. And the problem is, because it's a bit chilly, it's already hardened just a little bit more than I expected, but the crust of this, very nice savory flavor, nice and crispy, but still kind of fluffy on the inside. I haven't gotten the goodness of this yet. Let's get into the belly of the beast that is this cheering. Oh, that little bit of filling is just a mixture of all the meats. So it gives this really intense, meaty, salty flavor to it. Perfect for this kind of weather, I think. All right, here we go, our next dish. This is lumpia basah. It is essentially spring roll. Now I saw this freshly made when we got it, and you can already see the sort of ingredients that they have in there. You got a bit of egg, you got the bean sprouts. This is like pickled vegetables. Oh man, that's good. What you can't see off the camera is that there's a group of people hiding from the rain and they're just watching me devour this. I don't know if they are insulted with the way I'm eating or they want some, so I'm not really sure. I'm trying not to make eye contact right now. We made eye contact. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. Oh my god. Now, truth be told, it has gone just a little soggy on the right up here, but it hasn't lost any of that flavor. The crunch of the bean sprouts, the egg for a little bit of protein in there. There's a sauce in there that gives this really nice spice, but it comes later on as a little bit of a surprise, like a little slap on the face, a little gentle slap. Oh, do you think this was not spicy? Oh, it is, just a little spicy. But I like it like that. I like being teased by my food. That is a magnificent dish. It's just a combination of the flavors and combination of the textures. And that's what I love about this dish. Every bite there's a little bit of crunch. Every bite there's a little bit of spice at the end. This doesn't even have to be a snack. This could be a meal on its own.
The sound of raindrops and the faint wheezing of the sulfur steam coming out from the crater right behind me, it was like a melodious orchestra playing and accompanying every bite I took.
It's perfect. Definitely best in the world.
Kapal berlayar dalam selam. Perut lapar, semua lemak. Kampung Daun memang gempak. Guarantee best in the world. Yo bapa. There is a certain tranquility when you have a quiet meal in Kampung Daun, with the sound of birds chirping and a waterfall running in the background.
So the first dish is the garang asam iga, which is a sour clear soup with ribs in it. I mean, who puts ribs in soup? The Sundanese people put ribs in soup and they know how to make it good. I think it is full of ingredients, juicy chunks of ribs in there. You got pineapple in there to get that sourness. The chilies are in there for the spice. But you know what, this is all talk. I want to try this. Let me just take. Ooh. I did not expect that kind of flavor. Oh, that is amazing. The sourness is absolutely perfect. I don't know how they do it. Like, all the flavors you can taste. Oh, I just realized I've just been like enjoying the soup and I've got a little chunk of ribs in my hand. I haven't even started eating it. All right, there's the ribs. That is so tender. They must have cooked these ribs for like a month or something because it is... Did you just see that? Can we have an instant replay? There's the ribs. It just fell off the bone and I was as surprised as you were. That is amazing. Usually I just dig in with my hands, but you know, I'm gonna be polite here. It's just too good. Oh, see, you don't even need a knife to get that meat off the bone. Oh man. Indonesia's famed green chili. Let's put it all together now. I don't know why this is called garang, because this is the most tender, loving rib soup I've ever tasted in my life. It just does not get any better. This deserves an Oscar, a Nobel Prize. I don't need to eat anything else, ever, for the rest of my life. I just need to eat this. All right, up next is this bad boy. This is the ikan gurami goreng, or better known as the
ikan terbang goreng. As you can see, it went down, putting up one heck of a fight. This is fried, super crispy. Oh, I wish you could hear that. Ooh, I don't know if you can, but I'm just gonna break up a piece so you can hear that crunch. What is so special about this fish? I'm not very sure, to be honest. Is it the preparation? Is it the novelty that is cut up in a funny way? Or is it because it just tastes magnificent? All of the above. All of the above. Extremely fleshy, good grief. That is fried wonderfully. The skin, the crust over it, is so nice and crispy. There must be something special they're doing to this, because there is some kind of seasoning that is coating the fish that really brings the flavors out.
Even after 2 exceptional dishes, this meal has not reached its end. The wonderful staff at Kampung Daun just keep feeding me with more food, including the nasi bakar sambal balut and their famed Indonesian desserts.
Kampung Daun lives up to all expectations, you know. It's kind of strange really, because it's such a serene and calm place, but the excitement and the thrill comes from putting one of these dishes in your mouth. The flavors is explosive. It's quite a contrast to the serene environment of this place. I don't think you need me to say it. You know what this means. Kampung Daun. Yes.
This was my first time in Bandung, and I grew to absolutely love this charming town. Its cool weather, its chilled out vibe, and its amazingly delicious food. And it's a complete contrast to Jakarta, but yet both these cities gave me a really good taste of what Indonesia really has to offer. And of course, the planning of this trip was made easier with the help of Expedia's mobile app that is easily accessible anytime, anywhere. Till next time, selamat tinggal, Indonesia.
Oh, it's spicy. I'm feeling it now.
That is a thing of beauty.
It is probably the jerkiest ride I've ever had. Scallop, clam, shellfish, I don't know what it is. Who cares?